Hello, is this thing on? Wash my face. What? I'm confused. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Autumn, this is the Literature Bug, and you are in a new location per usual. And today we're in the bedroom because I've really just been feeling this space. It's extra clean because that's what I did this morning. And also, the natural lighting ain't bad. Excuse it going up and down because I've got a lot of trees and we got a lot of clouds. Anyways, today we're going to talk TBR. I have been concocting a TBR pile for the summer and I'm very excited to share it with you. This summer I feel is going to be a bit different as far as reading goes because I am loving my new job and my new job allows me weekends off. So I have a feeling that this summer I'm gonna knock out a lot of reading on the weekends when we're traveling, etc. And I've also become a very big nighttime reader, which is not usually like me. Typically I feel as though I would read more in the morning when I woke up, but I've been using this app, and this is not sponsored. I'm just very interested to see if anyone else has heard of it and kind of want to share because it's been really helping me out and I think it's super fun. The app is called Bookly. You guys are about to see like a dinosaur phone, a dinosaur iPhone. Not only is it a dinosaur, but it's also cracked in the front, so you'll just have to excuse that. So this is what the app looks like. One moment, please. Please hold. Ah, there it is. So this is what the app, like the home screen, looks like. Focus in on me. Hi, welcome back. Okay, that is what the home screen looks like, and basically what Bookly is a way to track your reading. What I love about it is that you can log which books you're reading. So I've got a couple of different ones on here that I've started or I want to read, just that they're in there and I see them. But whenever you start reading, you program the book that you're reading into the app. You put in all the information, whether you own it, whether you've lent it, whether you're borrowing it, whatever. And then you click start reading, and what it will do is it will track the time that you spend reading every day. And then afterwards you put in your page count and it comes up with a bunch of statistics. How many days a week you're reading, what time you're reading the most at. So the statistics are really interesting, and it also is great because you can set timers on it. So I set a timer for 8:30 at night, and come 8:30 my phone goes off and it says, hey, it's time to read. And so I feel like the first couple times I was like, yeah, it's time to read, whatever. Like, I don't have time for that right now. But now I've sort of programmed myself to do it. And by the time I do get in bed to read, that's just going off. So it seems like 8:30 at night is my time that I'm in bed reading lately, depending on what other things we have going on. I'm finding it very helpful, and I definitely recommend you guys check it out because it's super fun. So I think we should just get started. First on the list for my TBR this summer is The Roundhouse. This is by Louise Erdrich, and it is another modern American Indian literature novel. For those of you who have been here since I started the channel, you'll know that I'm a huge fan of Native American literature. I studied a lot in college. This is one of the newer books that she's written, and it's also one of the most recent that I have picked up. So that's on the list. See, now is it getting too dark in here? So like I said, I'm trying to switch up genre a little bit, and that fits into a category that I haven't really delved into in quite some time. The next pick is To Best the Boys. This book is by Mary Weber. I don't know a lot about this book. I got it in one of my bookish boxes. Not the last one, but the one before. I have to sneeze. Has anyone else been like suffering with allergies hardcore? I'm gonna try and turn the light on and see what happens. Is that any better? I don't know. It seems very adventurous. It seems like something that I would really love. I'm not really sure much about the synopsis of the book or the summary per se, but I do know that it's about a labyrinth, and everything that's ever involved a labyrinth has been okay with me. So that's sort of like a fantasy, almost like mystery sci-fi type read, so that'll be fun. Next on the list is a continuation of a series that I started like, I want to say almost 3 years ago, and that is the Dorothy Must Die series by Danielle Paige. Absolutely love her. She's great. She does a ton of retelling. So she has the Dorothy Must Die series, and I think she also wrote a Snow White retelling. And also, if my bookish box is not lying to me, there is a new graphic novel about mermaids. And I think that's a retelling as well. Anywho, I'm 3 books into the series. I've done Dorothy Must Die. I've done The Wicked Will Rise, The Yellow Brick War, and this is Yellow. So I guess I've only done 2. I'm partway through this one. My goal is to wrap it up because I just purchased the next book in the series, which name escapes me, so I'll write it down below when I figure it out. Anyways, these books are super fun. They're super quick and easy reads. Like I said, I love books that I know familiar characters in. It helps me move through them faster because I'm already sort of putting the pieces together. But this has been super fun. So gonna wrap that up. Hold me to it. Accountability. Next on the list is a book club pick that I'm reading with my friend Sarah. I should bring Sarah on the channel. You guys keep hearing Sarah's name, but you've never seen her. So maybe I'll do a book themed video with her and sucker her into, like, I don't know, something fun. Anyways, we just wrapped up Caraval by Stephanie Garber, which I will be posting a quick review on here, but also a more in-depth written review on the blog for you guys by the end of the weekend. This is our next book club pick. Picked it out of our little Pour Me a Cup mug, and it is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This book has been on my list for so long. It's very much anticipated. I'm behind in reading it because I finished Caraval a little late, and I also needed to split it up a bit and throw some nonfiction in the mix. But Sarah is already like 3/4 through, and she's loving it, which was my fear, because if she's loving it and that's not typically her type of book, then I'm gonna be obsessed with it, and I'll just want to read the whole series in like 2 seconds flat. Next on the list is more of a nonfiction read that I picked up because I'm obsessed with trying to save the planet. No effort is too small. Part of my new job is working with people who work on sustainability projects. I can't talk too much about it because it's secret, but anyways, very interested in the environment, what life would be like if we really screw up, but also what it was like when dinosaurs lived here, because that's just incredible to me that that was actually real. Well, I picked up this book at one of the independent bookstores in Worcester. It is called the Bedlam Book Cafe, and it's phenomenal. The people that own it are super nice. It's very quaint, but it's in my favorite place. Just good vibes all over. And I saw this and had to get it. It is called The World Without Us. And this book is by Alan Wiseman. Now, I'm gonna say that he's a journalist of some sort. Not entirely positive. But this book is all about what the world will be like when humans can no longer inhabit the earth. It also dives back into what it was like when dinosaurs were around and such, which is super fun. I love the cover. It's deep, and I'm excited to read that. I'm trying to split it up. Do a fiction, do a nonfiction, do a fiction, do a nonfiction. Whatever. Next on the list is another nonfiction book, but it is more creative nonfiction in the fact that it is memoir. I got this book for $1. $1 at the Dollar Tree store. It is A New Model by Ashley Graham, and I could not believe that I found a hardcover copy for $1. Always check. You never know. I always was like, all they sell is Bibles and crossword puzzles, and I'm not gonna bother. Did once. Found Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert in a hardcover copy. Super beautiful. Got this one by Ashley Graham. Just now starting it. Part of my lifestyle coaching and accountability for wellness group. My new adventure, as well as this adventure, as well as my new work adventure. I'm just going on lots of adventures and really just throwing myself in there. But one of the parts of the accountability group and the check-ins with all my ladies is personal development. So this book is all about what confidence, beauty, and power really look like. I think it'll be a great read. Diversify the genre, like I said, and also she's just beautiful. Okay, next on the list might be a little bit dramatic. I'm not gonna really dive too much into why I'm reading this book, but I will say that I did read another book related to this subject. I think I mentioned it in one of my earlier videos last year. The book is called No Easy Answers, The Truth Behind Death at Columbine. And this book is by Brooks Brown and Rob Merritt. And for those of you who don't know, Brooks Brown is one of Dylan and Eric, the Columbine shooters, good friends growing up and into high school. And this book is written from his perspective, as well as, I believe, a journalist or some sort of writer. He might have helped him put it together. Like I said, not going to talk much about why I'm reading it, except for the fact that in 7th grade, Rachel's Challenge, you guys can Google that. It's a very big organization and a very big message. Rachel's Challenge came to our school in 7th grade, and ever since then, I have slightly been traumatized / extremely intrigued by the entire event, only because it's very hard for me to wrap my head around, and reading things that help me sort of explore what I can't wrap my head around are good reads to me. So I'm halfway through this one. I can always do a review if you guys are interested. I'd like to know if any of you have ever read anything like this before, whether it's this event or any other event that sort of made you, I don't know, made you nervous, traumatized you a bit. I don't really know how to put that. Like, I'm not traumatized by it. I think that after 7th grade, it sort of helped me understand sort of my place in school as a person, and helped me really understand how I would like to talk to people and treat people, for multiple reasons. Like I said, I'll write something up about it if you guys are that interested, but that is one of my reads for the summer, and I'm almost done. Next on the list is a book that I want to read to apply to my everyday work life, and that is Grit. This book is by Angela Duckworth. It is Grit, The Power of Passion and Perseverance. This book is a book that Briar picked up for me when I started my new job. Essentially, I have quite a leadership position in the new job that I have, and I'm always interested in sort of furthering my education in like women's leadership and business and all that. So that book should be fun, and maybe just help me gain a bit more confidence in here and up here. The next book is a very diverse genre for me. It's not something that you see on my shelves very often, and it is something that my brother and his girlfriend helped me pick out, along with my sister's help over text, and that is The Girl from the Other Side. Now, this book is a manga. It reads backwards. I'm already confused. I have taken a crack at reading manga one other time before this, and it was very unsuccessful. I don't think it was the reading process or anything like that, or how you read it. I think it had everything to do with the subject matter. The book was really geared towards like middle school / high school kids. This one seems like it can sort of fit into any age category. The Girl from the Other Side. Yeah, I'll let you guys know how it goes. It's very short, so I think it will take me like maybe 2 nights, 2 reading sessions to get through. Next on the list is a book that is very popular among, like I said, my accountability and my wellness group of girls, and that is Girl, Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis. Rachel Hollis is extremely in right now. She just knows what she's talking about. Stop believing the lies about who you are so you can become who you are meant to be. My mom actually gave me this book before I had ever heard of it from anyone else. So at first I was like, wash my face? What? I'm confused. I thought it was like a hygiene thing. I was like, Ma, I shower every day. What's wrong with you? But anyways, I'm very interested in reading this. This will be another quick read for me. Very personal development based, very motivating, I'm sure, and something I can apply to everyday life. I've got 2 more books on the list, folks. We are getting through this TBR ASAP. The next is jumping back to like my fiction fantasy roots, and that is The Hazelwood. This book is by Marissa Albert, and it is a book that's been on my list for quite some time. I actually renewed my Millionaires Club subscription to Books A Million, and I got a $5 coupon. It was either 5 or 10. I can't remember. I got a coupon for free books, and I went online. This was in the bargain section, per usual. Check it out. $5.97. I got this online and plugged it into my car, put the whole thing through. The order was out, yada yada, and someone stole it off my doorstep. So I never got the book, and I never got to read it. But then 2 weeks ago, we stopped into Books A Million, and this was in the bargain section again. So I had to get it. I think it's gonna be great. It has a lot to do with a 17-year-old girl who spends life on the road with her mother, and she's stolen away by a figure who claims to come from the cruel supernatural world. La 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 la. this is crazy. I've heard great things about it and can't wait to read it. And the last book is actually one of 2 books that I want to read by this author, and that is a book called The Would-Be Medium, My 10-Year Journey as a Workshop Junkie by Rena Huseman. If I'm saying that name wrong, I'm so sorry. I'm bad with names. You can look at any video that I've ever filmed. This book is actually written by one of my mother-in-law's good friends who is in the same sort of spiritual business as my mother-in-law. She wrote this book and one other book about sort of finding life's purpose. I want to say it's in the car, in my reading for the car bin, because I wanted to read it when we were traveling a couple weeks ago and I got halfway through. But these are just memoirs written about her experience as a workshop junkie. I don't know much more than that. I do know that I'd love to connect with her eventually and get a interview up for you guys. Like I said, diversifying genre and getting new things in there. That is it. That is my TBR for the summer so far. I really think, like I said, that last year was a slow reading year for me, but I'm already chugging through books that I thought that I wouldn't get done. So I've got my fingers crossed that it will be a much better reading summer, and that I'll be able to spend the weekends sitting with my books, writing about my books, and just having fun with it. Last year I did not have a fun year period. So I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Make sure to subscribe for new videos every single week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm trying to be more consistent. I would love to sit with you guys more, and we are working towards it. I would love to also know what you guys are reading this summer. So if you want to comment down below a couple of the reads that you have picked out already, I'd absolutely love that. I hope you enjoyed my sitting in my sacred space and that the lighting wasn't horrible. I just don't know. It's been my zen, this bedroom. It's very, I don't know. It's just very me at the minute, and I'm just digging it. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys later, and happy reading. Bye.